Hello creative souls and welcome to this week's video. This week I'm down in Cornwall for a few days with Audrey. It's a rather wet and windy day today, so it's a good opportunity to stay indoors and create some artwork. I've got a cup of tea. It's actually butterfly pea leaf tea, which is blue, which is rather fun. And before I came, I literally filled my rucksack up with art materials. Because I'm hoping to get a few bits and pieces done down here this week. I did manage to pack my Chromatek watercolor brushes, which I promised I would share with you on last week's video. So today I'm going to do some swatches. I'm not going to swatch all the colours because there's 25 in here, but I'll show you what's in this pack and create some artwork. My camera is balanced on the back of a dining room chair, so this could be quite hard to film, but I will do my very best for you. I hope the light's okay as well because it's a bit darker today. So here's the Chromatek watercolor brush pens. They come in, it says here, 27 vivid and unique colours with 3 blending brush pens. But on the back here, this is where I got confused. I thought it said 25, but it's not. That's just the number of the pigment of the black pen. So they come in a pack. Let's open this pack up and see what we have inside. So we have all of these gorgeous colours. One tip. There we go. Which is the brush. And then we also have, these must be what they call the blending brushes. Yes, because there's 2 layers and there's 1 blending brush in that one and 2 more blending brushes here. And it looks like they have different tips. So they're water brushes, so you put your water brush in the end, so you fill it up. Oh, I don't want to force that. I'll have a look at that in just a second. But the tips, we've got a pointy tip. We have what looks like a chisel tip. Is the camera picking that up? Yeah, I think so. And we have a smaller tip, which that one looks like it's been used, which wouldn't be impressive. But anyway, that's a finer tip, which is discoloured, so not impressed with that, but we'll see how we get on. I'll soon find out if it has been used. And then we have a guarantee there. And we have some pages. These are colouring pages, and it does come with tutorials which will get you painting and progressing in record time. And then if you go to www.chromatek.net/tutorials, it will show you how to use the pens. So let's open the watercolour paper. I think I might need to get a pair of scissors to do that. Right, I managed to open the paper, and what's inside was a surprise and a delight. So in here, is that a bird of paradise flower? I think that's what it's called. Not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. But this artwork was already inside. This is not mine. It's beautiful. But obviously this is the kind of effect you can get with these pens. And then as I turn over the pages, I don't know if the camera can pick that up, but on here are different drawings. And that looks like it's a feather. That looks like another bird of paradise, if I've got the name right. We've got a pear. And another feather. Another feather. Oh, we have a jellyfish. That could be good to do. Especially as I did a video a couple of weeks ago of a jellyfish using my Neocolor 2s. It might be fun to use these pens and see what they're like. And that looks like a beetle. And then we have a hummingbird. And then on the back, oh yeah, here are the sketches that are in there. So we've got the jellyfish, the pear, the beetle, and the bird of paradise flower. Lovely, what an excellent little pad. So I rinsed off the brush that had some discoloration to it, which has now gone back to white. So not happy with that, but also I was trying to discover how to get the water into this pen. And in England, we have a little saying that is lefty-loosey to loosen something, or righty-tighty to tighten it up. So I'm twisting left, literally twisting the plastic in half, and I tried the other way. And if you go right, the compartment comes off. So I will fill these pens with water and then do some swatching. Right, so the paper I'm going to use today is by Creative Peak. It is cold pressed, A5 size, and it's 300 GM. So it's quite thick. Pens, alcohol markers and watercolour markers, I've noticed, do react differently on different paper. So we'll see how we get on with this one. Now I'm going to choose 6 colours because I use 6 basic tones with the Winsor and Newton pens. So let's go with a red, a yellow, a blue, a green, let's go for a brown, what other colour can we try? Let's go, as we've got a lovely vibrant purple in here, or magenta, let's try that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colours. Let's see what they do. So I've got a pot of water here and some kitchen towel. And let's put the first colour down. Now this is a little bit awkward because I'm sort of stretching around the camera. Oh, it's a nice soft tip. Very different feeling to the watercolour markers. And then I must admit I don't like these brush pens. Oh, there's water going everywhere. And I don't think this paper particularly likes brush pens either. So I might have to think again because it's not reacting the way I want it to. I wonder if I use a piece of their watercolour paper. It doesn't say, yeah, look, it's A5 300 GSM professional watercolour paper. There's two sides to this. The side that they've done the drawing on, which this one's very faint. Don't know if you can see that, it's a hummingbird. And the other side's really rough. So I'm just going to try swatching on their paper to see if I get a better result. Having never used brush pens before, this is the very first time and I'm sharing it with you. So on goes the red. We've got some loose strands on this brush pen. Let's see what happens this time. I must admit I'm not liking these brush pens. I might have to get a paintbrush. Right now I've added loads of water. Oh, that's better. Maybe I'm just not being liberal enough with the water, but as you can see, that's way too much water I've added. I think it maybe is just me getting used to these brush pens. So that's the red. That's going to take ages to dry, but never mind, keep going. This is a nice bright yellow. I don't know if you can hear the wind because I'm not using my microphone today. Sorry if you can hear me breathing into the camera, but it's all very awkward, this setup. It's not shifting much. It's good fun just having a play though. Getting to know your materials, getting to know what they do. Oh, that's a nice bright colour. The watercolour is quite watery anyway. Just give the brush a little squeeze, which is what I did with the red. That's a nice colour. And then we have a blue. Oh, this is Egyptian blue. So I didn't read this on the end. So number 20 red, which is that one. Number 2, lemon yellow. Oh, it's all making sense now. Number 12 is rose carmine. Then we've got number 9, Egyptian blue. That's a nice blue. That'll be nice for skies maybe. Definitely the sea. Although the sea won't be that colour in Cornwall today. And we've got number 5, emerald green. That is a nice vibrant green. I thought these colours might run a bit more. Don't know if there's a right way and a wrong way of using these. I'm sure there is. If you can't hear me breathing in the camera, you'll be able to hear Audrey, who's fast asleep next to me. That was number 23, Sienna. I wonder, let's go for just going to make a shape. Let's try an egg shape. I just want to see if these sort of run when you add water. I know Chromatek have got a couple of videos on YouTube. Oh. That's a nice colour. Let's see if we can get it to drip. Oh yeah, look at that. That's fun. What colour was that? I like that one. Ah, bottle green, that one. Right, there's 6 swatches of 6 basic colours. I'm going to create some artwork and test them out a little bit more. Okay, so I've just had a quick play with the pens off camera, and I thought, why reinvent the wheel? So I used one of the drawings from the Chromatek watercolor pad, and I did a quick jellyfish. The tutorial is on YouTube, so I'll leave the link below. But if I'm honest, and I think you want me to be with my reviews, is I don't like using the water brushes. I just don't like it. I don't feel that I've got enough control. So I'm going to use the pens as I would in my sketchbook, and I'm going to use a paintbrush. This is a number 10 Faber-Castell synthetic brush, and I've got my, I think it must be my A5, yes, A5, Sea White's travel journal, and I'm going to do a landscape from a photograph that I took whilst out walking with Audrey along the southwest coast path, should I say. So as ever, I'm going to speed you up for that, and I'm going to use these pens and show you the end results. So here's my finished piece using the Chromatek pens. I have bought my Derwent Inktense pencils, so all the colours I used I've swatched here. So here are the pens, and here are the Derwent Inktense, and there's my finished piece. I did also go over with some micro pen just along the fence line here. So to get the sky, I used it's called Heron Blue, and on a ceramic palette I just literally squiggled my pen around to get some watercolour onto the palette, and then with my brush I dipped it in and used it as a wash to do the sky. And I found it much easier using a watercolour brush than I did with the water pens. So I get the idea behind water pens. You're meant to, water brushes, it's easier to blend the colours, but actually I preferred the brush. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this week's video. They were great pens to use, great fun. Another material I can use in my sketchbook. I probably wouldn't use it to create any serious art, but it is good to get colour down. Maybe when you're out and about, take a couple of colours with you.